It's hopeless. Look at them, they all have so much HP. It's hopeless. What can we do? That's right, guys. That was legit. That was Ekko's damage right there. And just so you know, that was against a full tanky composition. Yo, what is up? And welcome to another Wild Rift video. And Ekko is just beyond insane. Well, not broken, but in the late game, oh my god. Because in the game that I'm about to show you guys today, I kind of did it on purpose because I was pretty late in the draft and I kind of knew that Ekko was really strong with this new update because they buffed Ekko. But I was up against a lot of tanks, so I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna play Ekko into this to see how it works. Because we all know Ekko is very good against squishies, but I kind of wanted to see like, okay, what if you pick Ekko in a bit of a bad draft? Because the draft that I picked Ekko in was actually really bad, because I was against a lot of tanks, and that was the result of it. Early game, you will struggle. But all you need to do is reach those power spikes of these items, right? Like get the Lich Bane, get the Rabadons, and then after that it completely changes. And I'll tell you exactly during the gameplay how to play this champion. So there's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. Let me now tell you how to build him. Wait, I need to, sorry, this is my fault. I need to turn this off. Okay, so I tried different builds. I tried Luden's Ekko. This is the build that I recommended you guys just when Ekko came out, but now I don't recommend it anymore. After playing Ekko more, after analyzing his gameplay, after truly analyzing where his damage comes from, Lich Bane is always the way to go. Let me tell you the reason, because especially with the third ability. So Ekko, you know, when you hit an enemy 3 times, either with an ability or with a basic attack, you will deal that really big damage from his passive, right? So Lich Bane, when you use the third ability to dash and then boom, hit an enemy, Lich Bane is going to be procced, which deals huge damage. And the way that you want to play Ekko, you know, you use your first ability and then your third ability to go into them, and then your first ability will hit them again. So you're not only going to deal the full burst damage of the passive, on top of that you will also be adding the Lich Bane. So perfect item. Perfect item for Ekko. I also tried Rod of Ages first item, and let me tell you, it's good. Rod of Ages first is really good. But I just really don't like the delayed power spike. Like, you really want to get the Lich Bane first, because at least you'll be able to do something with the Lich Bane. Like, you can actually still get kills in the early game with the Lich Bane. But with the Rod of Ages, you're going to be so unbelievably weak in the early game, especially because you're going to be running Gathering Storm right here, as you can see. I just don't recommend it. You can build it if you can safely skill to the late game, but Lich Bane allows you to kind of fight the enemy in the early game as well, if it's to your advantage. I'll tell you more during the gameplay about this. Second item is always going to be a Rabadon's Death Cap after your boots, by the way. The boots that I recommend is Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Pretty much always, because you already have your ultimate to dodge out any sort of CC if you have to. If you are up against really a lot of CC, then Mercury's Threats are necessary, because if it's a lot of CC, of course you cannot dodge all of it with your ultimate. So Mercury's Threats is really important if you're up against a lot of CC, because there is one big weakness Ekko has, which is CC. If the enemy chain CCs you, you can't even use your ultimate, which means they kill you before you can use that almighty ultimate of his. So if they have a lot of CC, you always have to build Mercury's Threats. I don't really recommend play the Steel Caps, because you already have your second ability to tank up damage. I mean, of course, if you're against a full AD composition, you go for it, but otherwise, as I said, always Ionian Boots of Lucidity. So yeah, second item is always going to be a Rabadon's Death Cap. And then for your boots, like, I really like Protobelt. I'm not sure if other Ekko players do this, but I love Protobelt because it really allows you to get close to the enemy, and it allows you to run away as well. It's like really nice to have another dash on Ekko. It's really, really nice. Third item is either going to be a Void Staff or an Infinity Orb. If you're up against squishy enemies, Infinity Orb. If you're up against tanks, you're going to get the Void Staff. And a fourth item is going to be the Infinity Orb or the Void Staff. And a fifth item, Banshee's View, is pretty much always going to be your item, because first of all, it gives you magic resist, and secondly, the all-important passive, the Spell Shield. Because as I said, Ekko really doesn't like CC, and the Spell Shield is going to allow you to block out some sort of CC or some sort of ability. So it's a very, very good thing to have on Ekko. It makes him tankier for those initial burst engages, and it gives you that shield that blocks out CC or anything like that. You can also get any other item, but I like the one that I really recommend is, as I said, where is it again? The Banshee's Veil. There it is, this one. So for the runes, you go for Electrocute always. Because, you know, on top of the passive and on top of the Lich Bane, you're also going to be dealing the Electrocute damage in the late game, which is going to be a one-shot in the late game. Second rune, you go for Gathering Storm. This is not a popular rune, but you should go for it on Ekko. Because after 9 minutes, after 12 minutes, you're going to be getting a lot of ability power from it. And especially because you have the Rabadon's Deathcap second item, keep in mind, increases ability power by 40%. And to answer your question, yes, it works on Gathering Storm. It increases the effectiveness of the Gathering Storm by 40%, which means the late game power spike of Gathering Storm is going to be even higher because you're increasing it by 40%, which is huge. 15 minutes into the game, you're going to be getting 40 ability power from the Gathering Storm, which will be increased by the Rabadon's Deathcap by 40%, which is going to be 56 ability power. 15 minutes into the game, you are gonna be getting 56 ability power from the Gathering Storm. I mean, Void Staff gives you 70. That's just so you know how big Gathering Storm is for Ekko. It's essentially another item. And 18 minutes into the game, it's gonna be 54, 40% of that. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Let me just say that it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like 70 or it's gonna be like 70 or 75 AP extra, which is beyond crazy. And then 21 minutes, it's gonna be like 2 AP items. So just so you know, Gathering Storm, if you get to the late game with Ekko, is gonna be huge, huge, huge. Third item, I love going for the Nullifying Orb because you already have your second ability, I know, and you already have your ultimate, but to add a Nullifying Orb to that as well is great. If you're up against CC, like if you're up against not too much CC, just, you know, some CC, you can actually choose to go for the Hunter Titan and then, you know, go for Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Hunter Titan is going to be giving you 15% tenacity if you kill 5 people, which you should have in the late game. And this should be enough for any minor CCs, right? Like if you're up against Leonas or something like that, you could actually choose to go for Hunter Titan and then still go for the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. 15% tenacity is not the most, but it's okay. It will help you. But otherwise, Nullifying Orb. Fourth rune, you go for Hunter Genius to reduce those cooldowns to be able to spam your abilities more often. For your spells, Ignite and Flash. So enough about the build, let's now get into the gameplay. Alright guys. On to the gameplay, and I chose this game in particular, and you'll see why. Because look at this matchup. I'm up against Amumu, which is probably one of the hardest counters you could be against. Up against Olaf, which is also really, really hard to kill, and the Braum, who will block my first ability. So these are tanks. Ekko is not good against tanks. Let me just start the video by saying that. Ekko is not good against tanks. You really want to be trying to pick Ekko when the enemy has squishies. Very, very important. So I did this on purpose actually. I remember this game. I was playing trio queue with the ADC and the support, I think. Yes, I was. So it means we are also up against the trio queue. And don't let this fool you. This guy is playing Amumu top, but me as an Ekko really cannot do much against him. You'll actually see, like I was really limit testing this game to truly show you guys how Ekko works. Because you can see here, I kind of tried to go for the fight. You see, like I'm kind of trying to poke him. I wanted to see if it's worth. So boom, you can see I traded with him. I did my combo, which procced my passive, but it's not really worth it, as you can see. He kind of outdamaged me, and he didn't do anything. You see, like he outdamaged me without really doing anything. So like if you're up against a tank, by the way, you should never play Ekko in the Baron lane. I'm just doing this for science to kind of test Ekko out against really bad matchups. And like, let me tell you, I really struggle in the early game. I can't do anything. Anything. And you'll actually see, like, early game, I'm not gonna sugarcoat Ekko for you guys. Early game, you just gotta chill. You just gotta chill, play it safe. If you're up against a squishy, you can go for occasional trades. If you're able to hit your first ability on a squishy enemy in lane, you can actually choose to dash in and hit that enemy. Like here you can see I'm not doing anything against Amumu. He just destroyed me. You see? But if I was against Akshan, for example, I could go for trades because he's squishy. But if you're up against a champion like Amumu or just any sort of tank, no. So I really only recommend you to play Ekko in the jungle or in the Baron lane. Only these two. And if you're in the jungle, don't fight those beefy champions. Just farm. Just farm up and try to get to the late game as much as you can. So the thing with Ekko is you can actually farm safely very easily if you have to with your first ability. It's very mana hungry. You know, the first ability costs a decent amount of mana. But you can still use it to farm. Like if the enemy is freezing the lane, you as an Ekko can just throw your first ability, take all the farm, and then, you know, just stay safe. That's what Ekko can do. That is the beauty of Ekko. So you can play it safely. And as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm freezing the wave. I'm kind of keeping the wave on my side, so the Amumu cannot fight me for free. I'm keeping it on my side and I'm farming on my side, as you can see. But now Lee Sin is there. A potential kill right there. He has ultimate. I'm afraid of the Amumu because he has ultimate. I nearly have my ultimate. Unfortunately, I did not have my ultimate. Now I do. I could try to look for a fight, but again, I'm up against an Olaf and an Amumu. So all I gotta do is just chill. Man, a bone is like not sitting right on this shoulder right now. It's kind of annoying. I'm constantly trying to adjust it, but it's not really working. So about the second ability, a quick tip that I have for you. If you're out of vision, so either in a bush or out of vision, like behind a wall or something, and use the second ability on a certain spot, the enemy will not see it and they will not hear it. If you use it when the enemy has vision on you, they won't see it, but they will hear it. They will hear it. They will, you know, they will hear that. My god, why are they pinging so much? They will hear that you're doing it. They can also see that you're shooting a ball backwards, so they will basically see that you used the second ability, but of course they won't see where you did it. But this is very important. So using your second ability while out of vision is such a big thing that Ekko can do to surprise the enemy. Here, yet again, this is what you want to do as Ekko. I'm just freezing, you know, I don't need to push it out. I'm just sitting nice and chill in my wave, freezing the lane. I just want to get to the late game as an Ekko. That's all I want to do. Just chill in my side. This is free farm. This is free real estate right here. I'm just chilling. I'm not messing with the Amumu. I'm not doing anything. As you can see, unfortunately, Yasuo is getting absolutely demolished in his lane as well. Like, look at this. I'm not even stepping up at all. Just chilling. Nice and easy. I could use my second ability to try and trade with him, but again, it's an Amumu. He's tanky. I'm really not going to do any damage against him. So it's really not worth to go for it. It's just risky for no reason. And here I could push it out fast because he went away. I can push it out fast. Dragon is spawning and I get a Lich Bane. So I could choose to rotate here. Let's see what I actually do. So Amumu has to stay in lane, or he's gonna rotate and lose a load of farm. This is a massive win for me. I could also rotate because I have my ultimate. I have Lich Bane. The fight is looking okay for us. So this is a decent moment for me to rotate. There is Amumu actually. But the problem is they have an Akshan, so they can just revive. I need to kill this Akshan basically. So let's see what happens here. As you can see, the first target I go for is Akshan because like if I get a kill and Akshan kills me or he gets an assist, it doesn't matter. Oh, Olaf, free kill. This is a free kill. Passive, boom, easy kill. You see, and I could flash over the wall if I wanted to. Trying to use my second ability here. It worked, but I have to flash out. Because I think he's using the rune ultimate shield. I think Amumu is using ultimate shield. So I couldn't. I'm trying to help my Yasuo here, but it's hard. I'm really low. I'm not forcing myself. He got the kill. This is really good for us, by the way. But you can clearly see how calm and collective, how safe I'm playing it. I'm really... Ah, he stole it, man. Where was our jungler even? Or, that sucks, they stole it. Wait, I really died, wow. I mean, this is okay for us. They got the dragon, but we just got a skill to the late game. It sucks though, because they did get that dragon. But that was a really good fight for me. As you saw, as an Ekko, you're an assassin. You need to play him like an assassin. You need to be trying to pick out those champions because he has assassinating abilities. You know, engage with that third ability. You can escape with your ultimate, or if you're a real Giga Chat Ekko, you can actually use the ultimate to engage as well. It does so much damage in the late game. Now, you know, we've reached the mid game, which means I am stronger, which means I can actually try to trade with Amumu now. Even though he's a tank, I can actually try to trade with him because we've reached the mid game, which means I got my Lich Bane. Like here you can see, I'm being just a tad bit more aggressive. But yet again, still not enough as you can see. I still can't outtrade him because he's using Aftershock. If he stuns me, his Aftershock gets procced. So I'm still taking it nice and easy. Like the thing with Ekko, don't force anything. Just farm. It seems like my team is doing pretty well actually. Level 13 is where it's really at with Ekko, because level 13 you max the ultimate and you'll have the Rabadon's Death Cap and you'll probably have even more items. Like, that's when you really can make the plays. And Ekko is a champion that can make the crazy plays, right? Like, you only have a few champions in Wild Rift that can make like crazy outplays, you know, like Zed, like Yasuo, these types of champions. Ekko is also one of those. And that is especially because of his ultimate. If you can properly use his ultimate to like dodge out a Mumu's stun or something like that, or to re-engage at a crazy moment, you can really surprise the enemy with that. Ekko, by the way, Ekko is also good at ganking if you didn't know. If you know the enemy doesn't have vision here, you can use your, like here he doesn't have vision. I'm using my second ability behind him, as you can see. He stepped into it. I didn't wait to dash to him. The reason is because if I waited for the dash, he could have sidestepped my second ability. He could have sidestepped it. So what I did instead is I flashed into the second ability. And yes, you can also proto belt in it. That's why I personally really like the proto belt, because you like your third ability, the range is not very big. Proto belt is much bigger, so you can step into it and the enemy won't see it coming. Like right there, I can promise you, if I didn't flash, he would have stepped out of it. We would never have gotten the kill. But because I flashed into it, he didn't have any time to react. He didn't have vision, he didn't have time to react. I flashed into it, he immediately got stunned. So don't be afraid to use your flash or proto belt like that, because your second ability gives you a massive barrier, especially in the late game. So don't be afraid to waste important mobility, because the shield that it gives you, it completely compensates for it. As long as you stun an enemy, because the stun duration is huge. Huge, huge, huge. He stepped out of it, as you can see. You see, this is what I mean. Like, they will step out of it. It's really hard to hit your second ability on an enemy. I'm not sure, we can probably kill him, but he has to tank. Yes, he has to tank. Like, if he attacks him, I will go in. He's not going in, unfortunately. Now he goes. I have my ultimate now. I could tank. There we go. Only now I could, because he was already low enough for me to tank it with my ultimate. With your ultimate, you can tank a turret shot for free, by the way, because it's like a stasis enchant. Whenever the turret shot is coming to you, you can click on your ultimate instantly, and it will tank the shot like it's nothing. Boom. Now I got the Rabadon's Death Cap, guys. Now I got the Rabadon's Death Cap. But still, this is a really hard game. Again, I don't recommend you to pick Ekko in the Baron lane, because he's not tanky at all. He's really not a champion that you're supposed to pick in Baron lane. Look at Lee Sin's build. Lee Sin is going full crit. Did you see that? He had a phantom. Look, he has a... Lee Sin has a phantom dancer. I actually remember this game now. Lee Sin straight up went for full crit this game. Oh my god. He went for full crit. Boom, stunned, basic attack, first ability, basic attack. Proc my passive and go out. It's still not enough, as you can see. I do have my ultimate, but I'm gonna die if I use it like that. Here I could use it. Boom. I nearly survived, but unfortunately not. I couldn't go out there because I got CC'd by the Braum. Meanwhile, Yasuo is just pushing mid lane, by the way. He's gonna die. How do these players not look at the map? He's going way too deep, as you can see. This is so risky what he's doing. Like, where are you? You're gonna die like this. Oh no, the Lee Sin with the crit. He's trying to escape through the dragon. It seems like he barely escaped, just barely. Does he though? Yeah. They get this dragon for free, probably. Like, we have a full crit Lee Sin. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you give this video a like. It really helps the channel, but enough talk, let's take a look. This is a good moment to fight. Flash, boom! I stunned 3 people, but Olaf used his ultimate. I do have my ultimate to go back in. I did, but you can see it's just not quite enough damage yet. I was afraid to go in, but in the late game I would have one-shotted all of them, but in the early game not. He doesn't get stunned because unfortunately he went out. He flashed out. That would have killed him if he got stunned. Boom, ignite, boom, he's dead. Another thing to understand about Ekko, by the way, your basic attacks deal a lot of damage to enemies. To enemies that are under 20% health or 35% health. I'm not exactly sure what the number is, but if the enemy is very low, your basic attack will deal so much damage to them, especially in the late game. So you don't even need to use abilities against enemies that are at a low amount of HP, because your basic attacks themselves will do a lot of damage. And in this game, of course, avoid staff, of course, because they're tanks, right? Like you can see Amumu has magic resist. Olaf is probably gonna get magic resist as well, and they have a Braum too. So of course I need to get a void staff as my third item. Not sure what this Lee Sin is talking about, but he's 0-3 and he's full crit. Like, what are these players doing in this rank, by the way? I really don't understand what they're doing in this rank. I just don't get it. I can probably not kill this Olaf, by the way. I need to be careful. Even though my team is there, I kinda need to be careful, because they can just kill me. Like, if Amumu ults you at the right time, you can't ult out of it. The stun is gonna, like, that's why Braum is also really dangerous. He can stun me and he can ult me, so I have to be very careful. I stunned him, but you can see it really doesn't do anything. My team is not here, unfortunately. I do have my ultimate to stay alive. No! The ultimate was perfect, but it's not enough. I did get a kill. Oh! I'm doing everything I can to stay alive. I was doing everything I could. That was pretty much played perfectly. I couldn't do anything else there. Like, that's what I mean. If I was level 13, which would have made my ultimate significantly stronger, I would have probably killed all of them. But right now I'm level 12. Unfortunate timing. Level 13 is where it really starts with Ekko. You know, when you get 15 minutes into the game, around that, he's actually nearly stole that. Wow. Akshan is gonna revive them. Like, look, Akshan... I hate Akshan. Well, I love Akshan, I'm joking. I love Akshan, but that's so annoying when you're up against Akshan. He's just gonna revive everyone. Like, Nami got a kill right there, but it doesn't matter, because Akshan revived him. Crazy. Look, Lee Sin tried to steal it from the Kai'Sa, the red buff as well. This Lee Sin, like, what is he doing in his rank? I just don't get it. What is he doing? Why is he full crit? Why do we have a full crit Lee Sin? Oh, God. Look at that damage, you see? My passive just did over 1100 damage on the blue buff. 1100! How crazy is that? Come on, get it! Nice. Oh, they're here. I need to flash out. I would have died if I didn't. And I can't ult back in because I'll just die. It's unfortunate. It's a rough situation. I mean, what can... Like, I can try to fight this Olaf, but I cannot do it. He can probably run me down under the turret if he wants to. Like, if he wants to, he can run me down under this turret. That's why I'm not really fighting him, as you can see. Because once I go on him, he's gonna run me down. Now I got him to a pretty low amount of HP, so I'm just baiting him. That was a misclick, by the way. I misclicked my ultimate there. RIP. But look at the ultimate is... Look at this, look at this. Level 13 ultimate. Look at the cooldown. Can you believe it? I don't have my ultimate anymore, but can you believe the ultimate cooldown? Keys, come on, Keys. The ultimate is at like 15 seconds. 15! Can you believe that? Can you believe that? To me, that's absolutely absurd. That's what I mean. Level 13 Ekko is where it's really at. Because your ultimate is gonna deal so much damage. I got Void Staff too, by the way. And the cooldown is so unbelievably low. It's like unbelievably low. 15 seconds. 15. That's nothing. I think I'm gonna undo my Void Staff just to get teleport boots here for the Elder Dragon. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Am I? Lee Sin is not buying teleport boots. I'm not going because Lee Sin didn't buy teleport boots. I just don't trust the Lee Sin. That's why I didn't go. Maybe I should have regardless because it's kind of... Well, it's not really our only chance. We outskilled him in the late game. So that's what I was thinking basically. It doesn't really matter if I teleport or not. It seems like he secured it. That's nice. It's only one Elder Dragon, so it's not going to be that big for us. But it's still Elder Infernal Dragon, which is great. We still lost 2 inhibited turrets and we're still losing the game though, but we still have potential to win because we have Ekko, we have Kai'Sa, we have a strong late game. Even though it's a 4 versus 5, or maybe even 3 versus 5 because Yasuo is also useless, it's still winnable because I'm Ekko, we got Elder Dragon and we got a Kai'Sa. So we could like, with the Nami as well, we could 3 versus 5 this, maybe. So we're still trying to win, of course. At least Yasuo is being useful. He's pushing top so the lane doesn't push in our wave. He's being like a big minion for us, which is great. Yeah, very, very nice. Ekko pushes out waves very fast too, by the way, with that first ability. They're doing... This is a good moment for Ekko to fight, because you can put your second ability on top of all of them, as you can see. So I engage and I pretty much stun all of them. Ult to get out. My ult, actually, the cooldown is 22 seconds. I'm sorry. But that's still very, very low, 22 seconds. What I can do, I could re-engage with my flash, which I did. Nice. Perfect re-engage right there. There we go. I really shouldn't have died there. I should have let my team handle that because I died, which revived Amumu because Akshan got an assist. That was really stupid of me. I should have... Now they can't finish because he got revived. They would have probably been able to finish the game if I didn't die here. RIP. I was too greedy there. I tried to go for the kill. That was so stupid of me, actually. That was really, really stupid. They barely got the turret. Caitlyn, no, they can't finish because Caitlyn is spawning and because the enemies have Baron. They're defending with Baron minions, so they can't finish. It's fine. At least we neutralize the mid lane now by taking their inhibitor, so we only have to deal with top lane now. It's okay. This is good for us. Let's see. This is still really rough to win. Like, Elder Dragon is definitely not a free win. Especially when you only get the Elder Dragon and don't have any other dragons. So it's really rough to win, even though we have the Elder Dragon. But I know we're scaling into the late game. I know. It's obvious, right? Like, when you play Ekko, the game is never lost. Like, there can always be that magical moment that hard carries the game. I'm just farming to get to level 15, by the way, because of course that's another power spike. I just want to get to that level as fast as possible. I mean, I'm also trying to get that last item, but it's especially about reaching level 15. I want to reach that level 15 fast, so all of my abilities are maxed, all of my stats are maxed. I got the Infinity Orb as well, by the way, which is my 4th item already, which is really big. Like, now I'm incredibly strong. Oh, they may fight without me. This is the risk that I took because I went back to get my Infinity Orb. They could fight. Kai'Sa really needs to get the red buff here. I was actually in voice with them. I remember I was in voice with them. I was spamming the Kai'Sa to just get the red buff here. I was telling him like, bro, get the red buff, get the red buff. It's really important because you're one of our main damage sources. Get it? Of course, Lee Sin dies, but it doesn't matter. Lee Sin is useless anyways. So we're in a 4 versus 5 without the Lee Sin. It's probably even better for us because he's really like, he's doing negative damage, to be honest. Oh. They have vision on me because if you look at the map, they just saw me. Ah, they even revived the Olaf. Come on. It sucks. It's a 3 versus 5 now. Oh no. This is the true 3 versus 5. It's hopeless. It's hopeless. Look at them. They all have so much HP. It's hopeless. What can we do? What can we do? Boom! Look at that damage, boy! I just nearly one-shotted all of them. They're all 1 HP. Look at this. They're all 1 HP. Look at this. Look at this. Woo! Look at that damage. I mean, look. I dash, instant kill. Boom! And he is also dead. Did you see what just happened? Did you just see what happened? Please tell me you saw that. Because this is what Ekko can do. This is late game Ekko. With or without an Elder Dragon. This is late game Ekko. And you just win the game like that. You win a lost game like that. Just boom. With your ultimate. Let's see how much damage I did. Let's just see. Nearly as much as the Kai'Sa, and Kai'Sa is a DPS and I'm a assassin. So we won the game regardless. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.